Queen Camilla goes wild over Princess Charlotte. Wearing Diana's tiara, it's been a whirlwind of emotions, pure joy wrapped in the chaos of responsibility. Queen Camilla, tasked with nurturing two little ones, has always called it a heavenly burden. But behind the palace walls, a storm brewed. Witnesses say she erupted in a fit of rage when she learned Princess Charlotte had been gifted a dazzling tiara once worn by the late Princess of Wales. The outburst, seen by stunned palace staff, laid bare Camilla's simmering resentment toward Diana's enduring legacy. Join us as we unravel the shocking reasons behind her fury. The tension is palpable, and it all circles back to a royal feud that refuses to fade. Princess Charlotte's claim to the Spencer tiara, a breathtaking piece her grandmother Diana wore on her wedding day, has sparked whispers and unease. What could be a touching family tradition has instead ignited Queen Camilla's displeasure. Unlike most royal treasures, this tiara isn't part of the crown's collection. It belongs to the Spencer family, passed down through generations. Diana's brother, Earl Spencer, plans to bestow it upon Charlotte when she comes of age, a fitting tribute to Diana's first granddaughter. Yet rumors swirl that Camilla disapproves. Already aware of her grandmother's legend, young Charlotte has pored over photos of Diana adorned in the tiara, thrilled at the thought of owning a piece of her legacy. For Charlotte, like many little girls, dressing up in toy tiaras is a delight. But this one carries a deeper meaning, a bridge to the grandmother she never knew. Her family sees it as a tender, heartfelt gesture. Camilla, however, views it through a darker lens. Some insiders whisper she believes the tiara should remain with the Spencers, not passed to Charlotte just yet. Others sense a more tangled tale, rooted in the stormy history of Diana, Charles, and Camilla. Anything tied to Diana is a tinderbox, ready to spark. What fuels the intrigue further is the glaring double standard. Camilla has often worn Diana's jewelry in public, drawing criticism from those who question why it's fine for her to don these pieces while Charlotte's inheritance stirs such a tempest. This tiara is no mere trinket. It's a symbol of a legacy that still echoes through the royal halls. Too young to grasp the full weight of the controversy, Charlotte will one day understand the significance of what awaits her. The question lingers: how will she carry this inheritance, knowing the past still looms large over the royal family? Diana's shadow stretches far, her memory stirring unrest, especially where Camilla is concerned. Once, Camilla took a bold step that enraged royal watchers. She transformed one of Diana's iconic necklaces into a brooch. The emerald and diamond piece, a gift from the Queen Mother to Diana, was a hallmark of her style, famously worn as a choker on her Australian tour. To many, Camilla's alteration felt like a calculated jab, a personal affront given their fraught history. The public's reaction was swift and fierce, branding it disrespectful, not just for the jewelry, but for what it stood for. Charles and Camilla's scandalous affair only deepens the unease. Their love didn't begin as a fairy tale. It started as a betrayal while Charles was still bound to Diana. More than gossip, it reshaped how the world saw the royal family for years. Even now, with Diana gone and Camilla crowned queen consort, the comparisons persist. When Camilla chose to wear and rework Diana's jewels, it was a stark reminder of that tangled past. Jewelry expert Maxwell Stone noted that while royal gems are often inherited, this piece carried profound emotional weight. Many questioned her timing. Was it a subtle power play or a misstep in judgment? Social media buzzed with debate, amplifying the divide. Diana met Camilla, unaware of her romantic past with Charles, a truth she uncovered only after agreeing to marry him. Imagine her shock. The woman who'd shown her kindness had once been her fiancé's lover and still held sway over him. Then came the infamous lunch, detailed in Andrew Morton's Diana, Her True Story. Camilla invited Diana to dine while Charles was away on duty. At first, it seemed a friendly overture, but something gnawed at Diana. Camilla steered the talk to hunting, probing if Diana would join Charles after their marriage. Diana, with no taste for the sport, declined, and saw relief flicker across Camilla's face. In that instant, the truth crystallized. This was no casual chat. Camilla was sizing up her rival. Later, Diana confessed Camilla had always lurked in the shadows of her marriage. She wasn't wrong. When asked if Mrs. Parker Bowles had broken her spirit, Diana famously quipped, "Well, there were three of us in this marriage, so it was a bit crowded." The pain of that betrayal rippled through the royal family, Why does her legacy still captivate us? Let's delve deeper. Leaving an eternal mark. Princess Diana's legacy burns as brightly today as it did in her lifetime. Decades after her tragic death in a car crash that also took her partner, Dodi Fayed, the former Princess of Wales remains a cherished icon, one of history's most beloved royals. She carved her own path, not just as a princess and mother, but as a tireless humanitarian. Diana didn't settle for smiling at events and slipping away. She forged real bonds, shattering barriers. At a time when AIDS was shrouded in fear and ignorance, she stunned the world by embracing patience, proving compassion could conquer prejudice. She clasped the hands of leprosy sufferers ungloved, her touch a silent sermon. Walking through live minefields, she championed the vulnerable, redefining royalty as more than crowns and balcony waves. It meant driving change. Yet beneath the fairy tale sheen, Diana faced towering challenges. She once confided to Newfoundland's Premier Brian Peckford that the royal family's rigid rules and expectations overwhelmed her. Rather than buckle, she drew strength from her charity. By 1999, she'd tackled nearly 400 official engagements in a single year, a staggering feat that showcased her resolve to wield her platform for good. Stephen Lee, head of the UK Institute of Charity Fundraising Managers, dubbed her the 20th century's greatest charitable figure. Her influence echoes still. Catherine and Meghan Markle are often compared to her, not just for style, but for their ability to connect. Like Diana, they've worked to soften the monarchy's edges, making it feel modern and approachable through their charity and warmth. Her legacy lives on, undeniable proof she made the royal family more human, empathetic, and attuned to the world. A battle over Diana's treasures. The debate simmers. Should royal heirlooms like jewelry pass through the monarchy, stripped of personal ties? Some call it tradition. Others see Camilla wearing Diana's pieces as a slight against her memory. For many, it dims Diana's light, though some argue it's just royal custom. The real drama flares when Camilla dons items Diana once wore, exposing a raw divide. Is it mere protocol or a quiet erasure of Diana's lasting mark? Take the Spencer tiara, worn by Diana on her wedding day to Charles. When Kate Middleton married Prince William, many hoped she'd wear it to honor her late mother-in-law. It wasn't even an option. Unlike crown jewels, the Spencer tiara belongs to Diana's birth family, the Spencers, who've made clear it stays with them. Even Princess Charlotte, Diana's first granddaughter, won't inherit it. It's destined instead for Diana's nieces or cousins, keeping it in the Spencer line. This isn't just about jewelry, it's about what it signifies. Diana's legacy still holds immense power, and any move tied to her memory stirs strife. Camilla's link to Diana's possessions only fans the flames. It's not about crowns or gems, but what they embody. A recent survey laid bare the rift. Just 14% support calling Camilla Queen Camilla, over a third prefer Queen Consort, and nearly a quarter say she deserves no title at all. Her road to acceptance remains steep. Even her old title, Duchess of Cornwall, outshines her current one. Why does resistance linger after so long? Her journey from Duchess to Queen is shadowed by her past with Charles, the heart of her infamy. Their love sparked amid scandal, an affair born while Charles was wed to Diana. She married Andrew Parker Bowles, but her tie to Charles never fully broke. Divorced later, she became Charles's wife in a ceremony at Windsor Guildhall, followed by a service at St. George's Chapel, a turning point that left many uneasy. Camilla's history, especially her role during Charles's marriage to Diana, remains a thorn for some. Accepting her as queen is a hurdle, given how she entered the royal fold. Even now, Diana's presence lingers, her influence rippling through royal circles. The clash over Camilla's title and her use of Diana's jewelry points to a deeper struggle, the quest for acceptance within the family and beyond. As Camilla carves her place in royal history, another figure emerges. Could Princess Charlotte, bearer of Diana's legacy, rise to shape the monarchy's future and win the public's heart? The world paused to grieve the loss of Queen Elizabeth II. This is BBC News from London, where Buckingham Palace has confirmed the passing of Her Majesty Queen Elizabeth II. With her death, her son Charles ascended the throne as King Charles III, and his wife Camilla became Queen Consort. Not long after, Charles and Camilla were crowned together at Westminster Abbey in a ceremony steeped in grandeur. Yet Camilla's journey to the crown weaves a tale far beyond romance and scandal. For years, she has crafted her own public image, championing causes like osteoporosis awareness, aiding victims of domestic abuse, promoting literacy, supporting animal welfare, and fighting poverty. Now, as Queen Camilla, she stands as a representative of the monarchy at official events, patrons numerous charities, and advocates for pressing social issues. Still, her path from the other woman to queen has been fraught with obstacles. Public opinion remains divided, shadowed by her role in the heartbreak of Princess Diana. Despite this lingering storm, Camilla has carved a lasting place in royal history, though not without dissent. Their first meeting carries its own web of intrigue. Introduced by a mutual friend, Lucia Santa Cruz, an instant spark flared between them. Yet royal insiders whisper that Charles never truly had the chance to wed Camilla then. His cousin later revealed the palace deemed her unfit for royal life. Undeterred, the couple clung to their bond. Years later, they announced their engagement, sealed with a stunning heirloom, a square-cut diamond ring flanked by smaller stones passed down from Charles's grandmother, the Queen Mother. Their road to marriage stirred controversy. Charles, as the future head of the Church of England, marrying a divorced woman was a delicate matter. Nevertheless, the Queen, the government, and the Church sanctioned their union, making it official. Queen Elizabeth soon signaled Camilla's permanence in the royal fold. Within 2 years of their wedding, she gifted Camilla the Greville Tiara, a breathtaking piece from the Queen Mother's collection, marking her commitment to Camilla's place. While her entry into the royal family sparked debate, the spotlight now shifts to a younger generation, particularly Princess Charlotte. Born to capture a nation's heart, Princess Charlotte quickly became a beloved figure. She first lived at Amer Hall in Norfolk before her family moved to Kensington Palace. Her early years saw her at Wilcox Nursery School, later joining her elder brother, Prince George, at Thomas's Battersea, where she earned the affectionate nickname Charlotte Cambridge. Today, she shines as the royal family's rising star. Everything changed when William and Kate relocated their family to Adelaide Cottage in Windsor, enrolling George, Charlotte, and Louis at Lambrook School in Berkshire. With Queen Elizabeth's passing, Charlotte rose to third in line to the throne. Though William and Kate strive for a normal childhood, Charlotte has begun to shoulder royal duties, attending events, meeting diplomats, and learning the weight of her future role. Imagine being just 8 years old, knowing you might one day be queen. That's the reality Charlotte faces. Beneath the glamour, she mirrors her late grandmother, Diana, with an innate charm that once won the world over. Confident, warm, and poised beyond her years, Charlotte navigates royal pressures with grace. Yet, like Diana, she grows up in a family shadowed by drama, especially the lingering tensions tied to Camilla and Diana's legacy. As Catherine steps into the spotlight, themes of love and loss loom large, embodied by William's engagement ring, a historic piece linking the royal past to its future. What does this ring foretell? Keep watching as we uncover its secrets. When Prince William proposed to Kate Middleton, he made a deeply personal choice, offering her his late mother's engagement ring. This 12-carat sapphire, encircled by diamonds, demands a closer look. It's not just a token of his love for Catherine, it's a tribute to Princess Diana. William said it felt right, a symbol of both his devotion to Catherine and the unbreakable bond with his mother. The ring's significance deepens with its tie to Welsh gold, a royal tradition stretching back over a century. When Prince Edward was named Prince of Wales in a grand ceremony at Caernarfon Castle, Welsh gold began its storied role in royal milestones, from Charles's coronation to William's proposal. More than metal, it's a thread of heritage, weaving custom into progress. After their engagement, William gifted Catherine a diamond bracelet to mark their first child's birth, a sign of their growing family and bond. Today, she wears it alongside her engagement and wedding rings. Welsh gold, though not rare in essence, gleams with royal meaning. Its humble origins fuel excitement for its historic weight, a symbol the royal family continues to embrace. William's proposal honored his mother's memory and upheld tradition. But what other treasures might Catherine wear, rich with hidden tales? Catherine's jewelry collection transcends mere adornment. Beyond engagement rings and wedding gifts, it holds exquisite pieces steeped in meaning. At one event, a Yiddihen event, she showcased a simple yet stunning diamond bracelet with matching stud earrings, a timeless elegance that spoke volumes without excess. Every item tells a story of the royal past, her bond with William, and her place in a world of ceremony. Some of her most treasured pieces come from her father-in-law, King Charles. After their engagement, he gave her a modest bracelet, a chain with 2 discs engraved with their initials, a quiet emblem of her tie to him and the royal family. Charles also surprised her with a lavish jewelry set, a bracelet, ring, and earrings crafted from diamonds and gold, custom-made and valued dearly. Though she didn't wear the full set on her wedding day, the bracelet graced her wrist at her first solo engagement, signaling her readiness to step into her role with confidence. Catherine's collection boasts iconic tiaras from the royal vault. She favors the Cambridge Lover's Knot tiara, worn at a state dinner, originally crafted for Queen Mary with pearls and diamonds, a piece Diana once donned. Another standout is the Cartier Halo tiara, chosen for her wedding day, once owned by Queen Elizabeth II. It paired perfectly with her gown, adding regal splendor to her debut as a future royal. These pieces tie Catherine to royal history. When she wears them, be it from the collection or Charles's gifts, she doesn't just adorn herself, she engages with the past while forging her own path. They're symbols of love, tradition, and family, constant reminders of her journey from commoner to a pillar of one of the world's most storied dynasties. What do you make of Catherine and Camilla's relationship? Is there more beneath the surface? Biographers and historians have peeled back the layers of their intricate dynamic, illuminating its complexity within the British monarchy. Queen Camilla's desire to preserve her family's influence seemed threatened by proposed changes to reduce funding for her kin, a delicate matter given their historic role in royal customs and support. Here, Princess Catherine emerged as a key figure, championing the late Queen Elizabeth's vision for the monarchy's future. Sources close to the royal family say the Queen wished Camilla to be Queen Consort, not a reigning queen, a subtle distinction hinting at a supportive, lesser role that might curb Camilla's sway. Meanwhile, Catherine stands poised to become the United Kingdom's future queen when Prince William ascends, a role laden with expectation and duty. This revelation reportedly cut Camilla deeply, stirring feelings of betrayal despite her loyalty to royal endeavors. The emotional turmoil, fueled by this perceived slight, intertwines with the monarchy's fragile power dynamics and storied expectations. Camilla's devotion to her role and heritage may have been overshadowed by her title's limits, creating a tangled dance of loyalty, ambition, and family duty. Queen Elizabeth's wishes have long shaped royal succession, steering the monarchy's narrative and the interplay among its key players. Her vision for the future, especially the roles of its members, still sways decisions and relationships even after her passing. In a letter for her Platinum Jubilee, she expressed hope that the public would embrace Camilla as they had her, setting the stage for a smooth power shift while paving the way for Catherine's rise. Memories of her bond with Catherine brim with moments of guidance shared over tea and visits. The Queen honored Catherine with the Dame Grand Cross of the Royal Victorian Order, marking her deep involvement in royal duties. Small gestures like praising Catherine's homemade chutney strengthened their tie. Their shared eye for understated elegance and a love of photography, Elizabeth with her childhood brownie, Catherine with her pandemic project Hold Still, shaped their public personas. Both women stood as beacons of hope. Elizabeth's wartime speeches lifted a nation through unparalleled trials, her words forging unity and resilience. Catherine, through her charity, offered vital support during recent crises, focusing on mental health, education, and community aid, mirroring the royal legacy of service with a modern touch. Early in their marriages, both lived simply, a value that binds William and Catherine's partnership, emphasizing family, humility, and public good. Their knack for balancing royal complexity with grounded warmth has won hearts and set a standard for the future. How is Catherine preparing for her destiny? Talk of her rise to the throne stirs widespread excitement, a natural extension of Elizabeth's legacy of empathy, strength, and service. Experts praise her modern outlook, accessibility, and unwavering duty, marking her as a perfect future queen. Her ability to connect across divides and tackle urgent issues positions her as a ruler who can blend tradition with today's world. Her resilience, proven through personal battles like cancer, reveals a steely character that deepens her empathy for others facing hardship. As she readies herself for this expected role, the public marvels at her resolve, a respect not fleeting but rooted in her graceful fusion of tradition and contemporary demands. Her poised adaptation to royal life resonates widely, making her a relatable figure in an often distant institution. What are your thoughts on Catherine and Camilla's dynamic? Is there more simmering beneath the polished surface? If you enjoyed this tale, like and subscribe, and keep watching to uncover what lies ahead.